Hello to everybody. I'm Vivek. You think we deliver is the tagline of CBS, and tagline says everything which organization think, wants, or what their requirement to run his business smoothly. To keep in the mind, you think we deliver tagline. CBS provides ERP solution that is MISAP. MISAP is ERP which is beyond your imagination. Basically, MISAP is customized ERP which is combination of SAP B1 and IMS ERPs. MISAP provides you one user of SAP B1 and 4 users of IMS. That means MISAP provides you total 5 users, which is perfect ERP for any organization. Now the question arises, what are the features of MISAP? For that, I will request to Mr. Rahul, who is the technical guy from CBS, will give you demo of MISAP ERP.
See the MISAP window. In this window we have 5 sections: masters, transactions, processing, inquiries and reports. Come to the first section, masters. In masters there are module wise masters, as for inventory, for business partner, for production, some system configuration is there and authorization part is there. In masters, in inventory, first one is storage. We can categorize our storage into 3 levels: warehouse, then sub-level zone and then sub-level bin. In warehouse, alphanumeric warehouse code is there, then description of warehouse, in charge of warehouse and address information of that particular warehouse. And last one is storage type, free and normal. If we want to further categorize warehouse, then we have to put it normal, otherwise we have to set it free. There are controls in warehouse. We can control operation wise, as from finished good warehouse we do not want to that user can issue for production, system will not allow to user to make the transaction for production. Same, there are controls over item types also. As in finished good warehouse, we do not want to store raw material, system will stop the user to make transaction for raw materials in finished good store. The next sub-level is zone. We can define multiple zones under a particular warehouse. Zone code and zone description, and again zone type normal or free. If we want to further categorize zone, then we have to set it normal, otherwise we have to set it free. The next level is bin. We can define multiple bins for a zone of a particular warehouse. As for finished good store warehouse and pipe zone, we have defined MS pipe and SS pipe bins. The next master is unit of measurement. Alphanumeric code of unit of measurement and description of unit of measurement. If unit of measurement is used in decimal, then we have to allow fraction allowed for this. Conversion detail. We can define conversion for unit of measurement. There are 2 types of conversion: item dependent or item independent. We can define both unit of measurement conversion. In item dependent, we can define unit of measurement conversion for a particular item, and in item dependent, we can define universal conversion factor as 1 kg has 1000 grams. The next master is item master. Item code, alphanumeric code of a particular item, then short description of the item and description of the item. Item type, we can select the item type such as raw material, finished good, component, tools, etc. And different unit of measurement for a particular item. Item unit of measurement, purchase unit of measurement, sale unit of measurement and manufacturing unit of measurement. Then uses of that particular item in production, sales, or others. We can attach image of particular item also. In specification tab, we can define planning type of a particular material, reorder level or minimax level. Also, we can define that item is lot control or serial control. We can define costing method of a particular item, standard cost, weighted average, LIFO, FIFO. Also, we have to define source of the item, manufactured, purchased or subcontract. We can define excise detail of the item if item is excisable, chapter ID and accessible values. We can check QC clearance required option if QC is required for that particular item. In planning parameter, we can define minimum or maximum stock if planning type is minimum maximum level, or reorder level or reorder quantity if planning type is reorder level. This is the item master. The next master is business partner detail, business partner. Alphanumeric code of business partner, nature of business partner, whether it is vendor or customer. The legal information at CST number, TIN number, PAN number of that particular business partner, payment term of that particular business partner, name and address information of the business partner. In item tab, we can take the items that business partner suppliers or we sell to business partner. In BP contact detail, we can cater information of the particular contact person, such as contact person name, designation, phone, mobile and email, etc. We can store information for multiple contact persons. There is a credit limit tab also on business partner. SO alert credit limit or sale order stop credit limit, invoice alert limit or invoice stop credit limit. On the basis of these credit limit, system will alert or stop to make sale order or invoice on the basis of credit limit. In business partner, next master is TCD master, tax charge and discount master. The alphanumeric code of tax charge or discount, description and nature, that whether it is tax charge or discount. If it is tax, the nature of tax, VAT, service, excise, CST or other. Calculation type, percentage or flat. If it is percentage basis, then value. This is the tax charge and discount master. In production, first master is bill of material. We can define bill of material for production and subcontract also. There will be alphanumeric code of bill of material and description of the bill of material, product for which we are going to make bill of material, and quantity of the item. In grid, we can define what item will be as the input and what quantity is required to make one output quantity of this item. Also, we can define co-product if any there. Next is authorization. In authorization, we can define access right to a particular user, that a particular user will work in a particular stream or a report. We can define separately rights for master transaction, processing, variant reports. As we have grant that a user can add a warehouse, modify a warehouse, view a warehouse, and he cannot modify a zone or he can only view the bins. So we can assign access right on every action of the screens. This is all about masters. Then in transaction, first one is purchase. Purchase order number will be system generated. there are PO category. There are 4 types of categories: general, capital, service, or subcontracting. Currency of the purchase order, in which currency we are going to make a purchase order, vendor code, vendor name, PO date and due date from which we require the material. Also we can define schedule type, single or staggered. If single, we can define only due date. If it is staggered, we can define different schedules for that PO. Then items, order quantity and order rate we have to define. If any tax charge and discount are applicable, we can define that. We can define its tax on basis, on basic value, whether it is applicable on total value or on tax or on.
Great presentation by Mr. Rahul. Please see the second part of MISAP demo in next video.